Good evening, this is the new Lionheart Creation Dragonfly, or Q-200 I think it's called. I'm gonna test it out. I'm at St. Bart's, at St. Martin's, one of their islands. One of the most difficult airports to land and take off. As you can see, if it's still there, the commercial airliner. Many of these people try to take off from this place with these kind of planes. It's impossible. I already disappeared. When I was just starting the video, he was there. Alright, let's go into VR. I did get a small preview of this already from a video of a good YouTuber, Belgrade. He's very good at these things. He goes really in depth of all these things. And it's a really weird airplane. As you can see, it has a shape and size. The Dragonfly gets his name because of the shape it is in. So the rear wing is like on my roof, which is normally on the tail. So going up and down, I don't know, it's on the wings below, was normally on the tail of the plane, and then left and right aerials is on the top, and of course the rudder, that's where it's supposed to go, and the wheels also turn. The little tail wheel goes left, right. It's a busy airport at St. Bart's as always. I see this guy take off here. That's a perfectly capable plane to take off from this airport. And there he goes. So I'm next. Let's get into the cockpit. Let's open this canopy, which I know it does. That's sweet. Alright, let the sunshine come inside. No GTN 750 support as far as I know, but it does have the GTN 530 inside, which is already nice. This one, because I just bought the GB S3, I think it's called, Special. I love this plane so much. It's the absolute best at the moment, especially in VR. It's just amazing. And it's fast, really fast. It goes plus 220 knots. This is not that fast. This is redlining around 220, so you get in trouble if you go any faster. It does have a yoke in the middle, which I also have in real life here. So the rudders left, right is exactly as my Thrustmaster TCA Airbus yoke and everything. I do have an Alpha honeycomb yoke, which I mainly use, which I'm using right now. But the rudders, as long as I don't have the Charlie ones of honeycomb, I'm using this stick, which is in exactly what it's being shown here. Okay, let's turn everything on. Electronics. There comes the GTN Garmin 530. Let's put the lights on. This does have an autopilot. That's the only downside on the GBS3 Special. It's a wicked fast, perfect performer, smokes all colors of the rainbow and more, but it doesn't have any autopilot, which I don't really miss that much, because you're having so much fun with that plane. You don't want to put that on autopilot and look around. You just go with the flow. And I think this is also one of those planes, but it does have autopilot, so you can relax. Okay. Let's let that truck move away from us. Magneto left, right, both. This does have a fuel pump as far as I know. Those are already... I don't need that. Let's check. I thought it had a fuel pump switch somewhere. Cabin lights, well, we're not in the dark, we don't need that. Anti-ice, that's also something else. I don't know if that has the GB has that. I think it has a pitot heat though, but Fuel switch pump. I guess when it's... I don't hear anything though. That's not good. In the other planes, if you switch on the fuel pump, you can hear the pump going. So let's see. Fuel. There's a fuel gauge somewhere around here. It's showing oil. That's probably the pressure that's not okay. Parking brake. Let's keep that on. There's also a heading that the GB doesn't have also. So it does have some positive sides to it. Alright. No fuel gauge anywhere. Okay, just try to start it up. Clear prop. There she goes. Ah, my star is still on. That's... Whoopsie. It is a tail dragger. So is a GB. I will comparing it is too much to the GB, I'm sorry. Let's close this canopy up. There's not much sounds difference with the canopy open or closed. Let's say none of it. But the view, of course, in VR is also sublime. Flaps, one level down. And let's start. Brakes off. Oof. Like Belgrade says, there's a lot of noise of the tail that's dragging. This is a really weird plane. But the outside is a good sound. Okay, let's see if this car doesn't hit us. Hello, taxiing here, or like in New York. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm taxiing here. Okay, let's line it up on the runway. Okay. And brake. And
Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Juliet, traffic, Spin, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7, taking off runway 10, departure to the east.
Okay, so I guess we have approval. Bye bye, guys. The view is very nice, I must say. Okay. Brakes off and go. Because this runway is not... Whoa! It's not that long, but this plane will take off in a... like it's nothing. Normally... Oops, it already takes off. I don't even use my yoke. Okay, let's turn those flaps down. Wow. Yeah, as you can see, the pixelation of the ocean floor, it's awesome here, but it's a bug. I don't know, it's in many other places where this water is really nice. If you fly too low... Wow, this plane flies very easily. That's a fast turner, no problem whatsoever. Frame rate friendly, I must say it's very smooth. I'm gonna do the Sparky test soon, which is like the inverted flight. I guess this plane is not gonna have any issues with that, but you don't know until you try it. There we go.
Juliana approach Spin, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7 is type 1 minus
Yeah.
west of Takeoff.
Flies perfectly inverted.
600 feet.
Sparky Sven approved. You do hear the stress on the frame when you really go crazy. That's good, as long as she doesn't fall apart. And there she is with the outside view. There is 3D noise when you go around. Where are the landing lights? Oh, it's in the wheels. So let's turn that off. It's a strange plane, but it's just fun. Perfect color here for tropical islands. Yeah, very frame rate friendly. Or Microsoft with the data streaming, what's going on. A lot of people are complaining. Maybe they worked on it and that's why it's so much better now. Because I really noticed the frame rates is a lot better. A lot. There's no jittering, stuttering, nothing. Let's get to the St. Martin Island with the famous beach at the end of the runway. I just like to do this shenanigans. Upside down view. Whoa. I had to flip her up straight, otherwise I wouldn't have make it. Speed is fast. 180. No nitro switch like on the GB. There I go again with the comparison. But if you can work very good with the GTN 530 Garmin, which this one has, you can do long trips. Autopilot, let's activate it. Let's trim it first so I can let go of the yoke. Trimming, is there a trim wheel? Yeah, there's a trim wheel right there. So still going nose up. Still trimming. I'm using the Honeycomb Bravo throttle, which has a trimming wheel. Voila. Now I can let go of the yoke. And let's see if I do autopilot. I didn't change the heading on the manual dial, which I sometimes do have to do. I activated it. And let's see what the plane does. So going up. Yep. Let's get back into the plane. Autopilot does light up with this LED there. Let's see what he does with stalling. I'm high enough now, I guess. Yep. So I'm gonna just pull her up. And let go. And normally she would drop like a brick. Oof. Ah, the wind noise and everything, that's nice. Ah, nice. Let's go over the speed limit. Let's see what happens. I just see the Royal Rumble. I have to pull up, otherwise I'm gonna hit the water. Oil pressure, voltage is really up to the maximum. Fuel enough. The radio cabin, they're like fuses. Do the fuses work? No, that's show. Park mode. Battery. Well, so the fuses don't work. Well, I don't mind that much. It's like Just Flight, they really go into way more detail. These things also work on their planes, which is nice. I don't know if I can open up the window while in mid-flight. Yes, you can. It stalls in the external view, yep. I don't advise you to do this. Can I use this one also? No, only the left one. And let's close up again. But there's no sound difference. Having it open or closed, they should make it more go silent when you close it. Alright, let's go in between those two yachts, cruise boats, and say hello to the passengers. Hey boys and girls. Maybe we can also use this little plane for racing once that DLC gets released, but the GB will kill this plane without a doubt because it's a lot more faster. But this is not a slow bird, don't get me wrong, and very maneuverable. Woohoo! Let's go say hi to the people at the end of the runway on the beach. If I make it over this hill, yep. Inverted and everything. Alright, here we are already at St. Martin's, Princess Juliana Airport. The runway is more than long enough to land and take off with any kind of plane. Not like on the airfield I took off from. Do a flyby. See what's happening. Who's here? Two big commercial airliners, not three of them. World travel. Oh, there are more than one. And there's one big one landing. Let's go say hello mid-flight.
Enter right traffic runway 10 spin Belgium 11-07.
Where is she? I'll keep my distance. Guess the guy is using that plane is having a bad internet, because it's kind of a... Okay. I'm also gonna take a landing here. First say hello to the people at the end of the runway. Hello party people. Hey, there they are. Beautiful water always in these tropical islands, I love it. Clear to runway 10. I don't know if that's the one on this side. Okay, full flaps. It shows there with the light. I do have traffic on the runway 10, correct runway. I don't have any speed brakes like I do on the GB. I see the water pixelation bug again. Okay. Gently does it. Oopsie, a little bouncy. Too careful. Allez, come on. Put her on the ground. Alec. Nope. Oops, I ran out of fuel. Oopsie daisy. Boom! I died. Bingo on fuel. Sparky way of landing an airplane. That was a bad landing. Thank you for flying and crashing Spin Airlines. Have a nice day. Ciao. Bye bye.